we have training Currently a writer and reporter for UTDTV, and I'm wondering why you aren't part of TV is the premier place to bring your creative visions to life, whether that be science fiction, drama, comedy, or action adventure. Currently, we're looking for writers who includes you. If you want to take a look at some of our previous work, feel free to check it out at UTDTV.com, and make sure you follow us on Twitter and Instagram at the handle UTDTV. I look forward to seeing you in the studio.
Right at the very end.
And we're just going to talk about, Chris recently got accepted into an internship with Blizzard. So we're just talking about what he's going to be doing at Blizzard. And yeah, pretty basic stuff. So, Chris, my first question for you is, why specifically did you pick ATech for college?
So it's actually something that I didn't do in as a motion capture studio in there, and I really wanted to go into games, and the games program wasn't really where I wanted it to be or wanted to get into at that point. Yeah. And so I went into the animation field and went into the modeling, and then just never took any mocap class ever, or didn't go into this mocap studio until no mocap.
Talk. Yeah. Yep. That was really cool. Yeah. Did they have a guest speaker then, or?
That was the faculty introduced themselves.
Gotcha.
So it was like the 5-minute lightning talks where a faculty member would come in, say, hey, this is one more than two. A course and not. And then there was and some more advanced stuff. The animation studio classes. Now animation lab. Other disciplines, when knowledge that the opportunity to be able to ask a question and know that it's a learning environment, that opportunity was
moment, I guess,
and so helpful. If you had a question about anything, you could go up and ask. And not just like the they were there from 8 to 4.
Yeah.
So
were you there with like seniors and juniors as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. It was just a friends that graduated that next fall, and so it was like their last semester, and I was just like, this is an awesome opportunity, I'm doing it.
Yeah.
And then some people that didn't graduate until
can't imagine just applying and being like, yeah.
Yeah, it was so cool, but I had been got injured.
Yeah.
You got in, which for those 2 weeks I was like, oh my god.
Yeah. Just waiting.
Yeah.
And then the day comes. You're like, well, maybe this time.
Yeah. You know, but it was a great experience. That.
So you said you were
the summer before.
Okay.
I think it's done. I don't know. I really like. I like that it tells a story. And just all of the stuffed animals.
In for.
Okay.
So,
cool.
Yeah.
It'll be exciting.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Yes! Oh! Yeah! Yes!
Yeah. Good report. Sorry,
So welcome back to Stellar Conversations. I'm Kyrie and this is Chris Jennings. We're going to talk a little bit about Blizzard because Chris here this summer. So let's talk about the application process, I guess, because I think
until the last minute, but something that they give you to polish everything and make it better, and
That's
not
super
just
smart.
like they posted applications. I'm applying now. It's not due for 4 months. Let's do it.
my demo reel is perfect.
Yeah.
I got this. Like,
No, like
you want to keep working.
always use the time that they give you, and then just polish everything you got. And then once you apply, if they like what you sent in, for Blizzard at least, they emailed me, the University Relations recruiter emailed me saying, hey, we really liked your stuff, do you have time to talk if you're still interested? On the phone for 20-25 minutes, about 2 weeks later or something like that.
Okay.
And then near the end of that interview, she was like, okay, I really think you're a good fit for everything. You're real and all the work that you did, so I'm going to pass you along to the hiring manager, say on if you get hired.
Gotcha.
And then she emailed me the next day and was like, hey, and then she got back to me and was like, thanks, we're trying to work it out right now. Then
Okay.
didn't hear back for another 2 weeks, and it was nerve-wracking. And then finally heard back, and it was like, okay, this coming Thursday at 2 or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, basically like the next day at 2 or something.
Okay. So they give you like the specific.
Interviewing with when and how long it would probably, and then next day came, had the phone all ready and charging and making sure,
Yeah.
had, like called friends in and out,
That's
and
so great.
as perfect as I could get it on my end. And then they called, and it was about a 30-minute conversation or so.
Okay.
Just with the hiring manager, who's now my supervisor, or going to be,
Gotcha.
I guess,
Okay.
when I get there, and then a production manager at Blizzard.
Mhm.
So it was back and forth between them, just and so on and so forth until it's done.
Until you got it.
Yeah, and then at the end of each interview, they give you the opportunity to ask them a question.
Okay.
or
Yeah.
multiple
What question did
questions.
you ask?
The recruiter, I asked, what's it like to work there? What made you go and stay at
Yeah.
Blizzard? And had some technical questions about the internship that I wanted to buy and everything. And with the hiring manager and production manager, kind of some technical questions. I asked the production guy what sort of software they use for communication and asset
Yeah.
tracking throughout it, to show kind of knowledge that I know how this works. It's important
use
to
shotgun?
communicate and everything. They do.
Yeah.
Asked him that, and he went through and, oh, we do this and this, and it's great and everything. And then asked the hiring manager,
Yeah.
and that was the question that
Yeah.
the other two questions were kind of, and then this one was, oh, that's a really good question, and then it started them just talking in minutes or something like that. It was
you know.
just like made it super casual. And
You had that position like afterwards, or did they wait?
during the interview, there were 2 or so questions that I felt like I could have said better. Like at the end, I'm like, thanks, I hope to hear back from you soon. What does that mean?
Why would you chuckle?
And then I'm like, oh. next day I went and, hey, I had this thing, and then this happened. What do you think that the chuckle
What
meant?
does that
What
mean?
does it mean?
Oh man.
And then heard again, so it was
But
like
it was
another,
the longest time.
It was the longest time, and it wasn't even like a. It was like 7 o'clock at night. My phone was in the other room. I missed the call. That was like, hey, we're just trying to reach out to you. Call back if you're available in the next 30 minutes. Otherwise, I'll call you tomorrow.
Gotcha.
And then
Okay.
I was like, oh.
Oh, what is the role?
What's
your role? Yeah.
I am a cinematic character modeler intern.
Awesome.
So I will be making characters for their cinematics. I don't know what. I don't know. I know that I'm going to be working on the actual shorts.
Okay.
I know that they work on multiple shorts at once.
Mhm.
It's only the one team that makes them. So in November, normally they release 3 or 4 shorts or something like that. And so they're basically working on shorts, working on all